Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends The Uncanny X-Men Retro Grey Beast. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we are taking a look at this Marvel Legends The Uncanny X-Men Grey Beast on this very nice vintage / retro style packaging, and I wouldn't even be mad at you if you didn't want to take him out of the box and just left him displayed like this, as he looks great. But I'm going to open mine as I want to compare him to the Blue Beast, as this guy seems to come with a few accessories I may be able to use, mainly those glasses and that little book. This figure is a little bit confusing, as Hasbro has sort of given us what we want with the smiling face Beast, but not in the colour we want, as he was never really seen as the grey smiling face Beast. He was a little bit more ferocious, and I will explain in more detail as we move on. But for now, the figure in the packaging looks great. Couple of interchangeable hands. We're getting that same head as well, and I will do a full comparison as we move on. On the back of the box, we're getting a little promo pic and then a bio that reads, "While the Beast is incredibly strong and astonishingly agile, he is also one of the world's leading experts in biochemistry. When he is not fighting either alongside the X-Men, he devotes his time to expanding the frontiers of human knowledge." Now that sounds like the Beast we all know. So yeah, this figure looks great. I will explain why he's grey, why is blue, and as best as I can, but for now, let's just get him open. So here we have the Beast out of packaging, looking very nice in his grey form. But before we move further into the review and do comparisons, check out the accessories, let me try and briefly explain to you why the Beast is even grey in the first place. So it started way back when, during the Amazing Adventures featuring the Beast, Hank McCoy was on some type of hiatus from the X-Men, working for a company trying to create a serum to enhance mutant abilities. But when Hank realised that this corporation may be evil, he wanted to go undercover to investigate, but he couldn't because everyone knew who the Beast Hank McCoy was. So he used the serum on himself to create a disguise, which created this grey, furred, fanged, clawed beast. Now, due to his enhanced abilities, he sort of misread the time and never took the antidote in time, which left him stuck as this grey beast. It wasn't until later on, when he had some of his life force drained from him during some type of battle, he woke up and his fur was black. But because the comics used blue ink as shadows and highlights for black, it made him look blue to the readers. It wasn't until years later, when Hank turned up in the Avengers, that anyone even referred to him as having blue skin. So the blue skin, or the blue fur, was meant to be black, but it was due to the comic inks that people thought he was blue. And that was when we seen the Hank McCoy that we all know and love, with the glasses, the smile, the scientist. The Grey Beast was always ferocious and crazy. So that's why having the smiley Grey Beast head is a little bit frustrating, as that was never ever the case. But nevertheless, we're going to have a look anyway, and let's check out the Beast. So there you have it, people. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters these figures are inspired by. And obviously, I wasn't even born when the Beast was first grey in the comics, but Hank has always been one of my favourite X-Men, mainly due to the animated series. So I did go back and read a little history, and I always knew he was meant to be black and not blue, but still, I'm glad he's blue. It looks for a much better Beast. But the grey one's very nice as well, to be fair, as I'm probably going to leave mine displayed with this head on, as it makes a lot more sense for me than having this smiley face on. But I'll still show you what that looks like, of course. But it is the same figure that we've got with the Blue Beast, exactly the same. It is just now he is grey, and he's still even got the blue shorts on. Articulation on this figure is great, with the drop down joints, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. You've got the butterfly joints. So much articulation for such a big figure. You can't even be mad at Hasbro giving us a few re-releases of this guy, as I know that the Dark Beast is also in the Age of Apocalypse wave, which I'll be very tempted to pick up, I have to admit, even if I'm not the biggest Age of Apocalypse fan. But again, Grey Beast will find a place on my shelf nevertheless. He comes with the same interchangeable hands that the Blue Beast did, so he's got a fist and he's also got the palm, and I know people use that palm to try and get me in a handstand, so I might do that for giggles in a minute. But again, the main accessories with this guy is the head, book and glasses. So let me do the good old head swap and actually see what it looks like. So even though I believe this is a misrepresentation of the Grey Beast, here we have Happy Hank. And to be fair, it's not a bad head sculpt at all. It's just should be blue. Let's be honest. It should be blue, Hasbro, and I think even they know that. But it's not a bad head sculpt if you don't mind your inaccuracies. Now, he does come with these glasses. Now, I probably can't even focus on these glasses. They're tiny, and there's nowhere for even some to plug in. They literally just have to balance on the face. So I apologise, all you're seeing is thumbs at the minute, but let's try and get it to balance on his nose. So that looks like they're a little bit crooked. He looks like Stevie Wonder's just tried to put his glasses on. Which, yeah, it's not great, is it? They're a bit warped and they don't sit properly. It's a bit sloppy because his ears are obviously sculpted into the head. So there's nowhere for the glasses to hook behind the ears. They sort of sit in front of the ears. Again, a little bit frustrating. But at least we've got some packed in glasses. So yeah, there you go. There's Happy Hank. And if I move him to the back a minute, bring in this book. The book's very nice. Some sort of science scribble, I guess, with a little graph or whatever. Looks quite old-timey, doesn't it? Like an ancient book. But yeah, you can even see the pages. Sorry, the focus is going all crazy. But I do like the leathery look. And then on the spine here, you've got the gold. And I don't know what that says. No idea. It's probably just scribble. But I do like the leathery look. And at least they've given us some sort of details in the middle. And again, once it's on display, it doesn't matter what that says. It doesn't say anything. It's just a scribble. But still, let's see if we can get Hank to hold it. I'm hoping with this hand, you fit the book. There you go. Snugly. That was easy. I thought I'd struggle with that on camera. So there you go. You can actually just literally place the book between his thumb and he holds it perfectly, which shows us that the Blue Beast was always meant to hold a book. So the fact that they never gave us a book or glasses or anything with the original Blue Beast is frustrating, but thankfully a few customizers out there sorted that out. But yeah, look, once he's got his glasses on reading the book, it definitely gives you Beast feels, but he should be blue. Now we just need to get him upside down. And yeah, that is the Beast we all know, just grey. And in case you don't have the Blue Beast, as it is going for a pretty penny on the aftermarket already, here is that original head sculpt in the grey. Looking very nice, resembles the X-Men #1 comic cover. And yeah, even looks good in the grey. As I said, the grey Beast was always ferocious and crazy, so this makes a lot more sense. And while we're zoomed in, you can see the shadowing on the grey. It's very nice, sort of a darker grey on top of the light grey, just to bring out some of the fur sculpt, because the fur sculpt is all the way in the figure. And again, you get that nice articulation around the waist, again down to the legs. He seems to have some dirty fingernails though, which is fine. He is the Beast, but his fingernails are painted on both hands, and then again down on the feet as well, with that little toe articulation reminding us of the Toy Biz days. But yeah, really nicely painted Beast. Again, all this sculpted work. Again, it comes off on the elbow there, on the shoulder, Wolverine style hair. But yeah, it is a great figure no matter what colour you give it us in. Now that is definitely a game of balance, but it's possible you can get him standing on his hand, doing a handstand, and the glasses don't even fall off his face. So yeah, fair play Hank, not bad at all. But as I said, it's a balance game. You got to be careful, people. Got to be careful. And then here we have our straight up Beast comparison, and as you can see, this grey Beast is basically a complete reissue of this Blue Beast, just without the bout, and then a complete deco change, of course. So I've even swapped in the hand, so now he has the matching fisted hand as well. And yeah, I think this is how my Beast will stay in my display, as the evil grey Beast, as that's how I think of the grey Beast. The Blue Beast is more of the Hank McCoy head, so that's why I can have both in my display, as they both represent different times of the Beast in the comics for me. Just need to find a place on the shelf. So this was the comparison I was most interested in seeing. It is, of course, the new grey Beast with their Smiley Hank head sculpt compared to my Blue Beast with my custom Anthony Customs head sculpt, which gives me the nostalgic feels of that animated X-Men show. And I really love this figure. And yeah, you can sort of see Hasbro missed the mark. It doesn't really give me nostalgic feels, even if it was blue. So even if Hasbro do re-release this head sculpt in blue, I don't think it will be up to par of this one. And there's been plenty of Beast head sculpts around on the aftermarket which are great, and hopefully Hasbro are taking notes. But I do think we'll probably see this head sculpt in blue down the line, even with these glasses. Now again, this arm makes it look like he's holding his glasses, even though he can't hold his glasses. But if you hold it up to his head, it will look like he's just sort of touching his glasses. And again, those glasses are so frustrating. And again, this hand was made for holding a book. And this guy had it all along. Since 2018 he's had that hand. And look, he holds the book. Look at that. So Hasbro always originally planned to give us a book at some sort, it seems. So, yeah, pick your poison, people. But I do think my Grey Beast is going to have the other head sculpt on for its eternity. So there we have it. I'm going to end it there. You've all seen this figure before, so no need to do 100 comparisons. But yeah, this is probably how my Grey Beast will stay. I do appreciate Hasbro's effort with including these parts, but I don't think I'm going to use them for my Grey Beast. I'm probably going to lend this book to my Blue Beast. But you let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, do you prefer Blue Beast? Do you prefer Grey Beast? Do you think we're going to get a Black Beast? As I said, he was originally back in the comics, even if he didn't look black. But yeah, let me know in the comments below your thoughts as always, but most importantly, check out the videos tab, find all the playlists, and please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, you can on Patreon, links in the description below. But until then, people, my name is Dan W, and I will of course see you on the next one.